He never played rookies. The rookies never started for him out of all his years of coaching. Rookies never had an opportunity to start. And between me and Tommy Europe, we were the only rookies in 1993 that actually played for Dave Ritchie as rookies that were able to play. And it was a fun time with him, and obviously, like I say, he's going to be missed, but we won that Grey Cup in '94 for Dave Ritchie here, that all you guys remember that Louis kicking that winning field goal.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been fun with all that. Like I say, obviously having a son 30 years later to win a Grey Cup now, and it's out in Chilliwack right now, and we're going to host it tonight for Dave Ritchie when he brings it home. But it's been fun being part of the Lions. I'm still part of the Lions. I do a lot with the Lions. As well, I'm out in the community right now. I give back to the community. I run all of football in British Columbia.
Wow.
I'm the head. So everything from 6 years old to 20-year-olds. So I've been doing it for years, and then I've been coaching as well. I was the only head coach for the Langley Rams to ever win a national championship. So we won the national championship and brought the cup home finally. So it's been fun. Like I say, now we're just trying to represent the province now with all the kids now. We go what we call the Canada Cup, the U16 West and U17s, where we go and play against all the provinces across Canada. We'll do that in July with all the group of kids that we're putting together. So it's been fun. It's been fun just giving back and giving kids opportunity, seeing kids to go off to college and go off to universities. Obviously, with my own sons, my two twin boys, being able to bring them up and teach them the game of football, and then them being in this locker room when they were little, running around with all the guys and stuff like that. So it's been a fun journey. I've been following you guys always, like Jenny's mom and Ray. So when they started this, it's been a great experience to still see that you guys are still keeping the BC Lions legends going on, and things are going well. And you know, anytime I can help, again, I'm here. If you guys need me for something, usually Jamie Terrace does a lot with me, going around in the stadium and stuff. We try to do all that stuff to give back as our alumni and stuff. So I'm here. BC is home for me. So I'm here. I'm here, and if my sons could have any part of it, they'll be part of it. Hopefully one day the Lions will maybe go that route, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now we got a long time, 2026 now when their contracts are up, so we'll see how that goes. But again, thank you guys for having me here.
You look like you could still play.
Okay, Andrew.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
Yeah, so appreciate what everyone does here. I've been here going into my 7th season here. It's pretty surreal when I walked in as an undrafted guy and saw a lot of you. Didn't know how long I'd be here. Now going to my 7th year, it's been pretty awesome to see everyone and lots of familiar faces. It's a great privilege for me, and I do appreciate all the work that you do, especially as an offensive lineman, always showing up with fruit and a couple desserts. I mean, that's a little thing that goes a long way for the big boys up front. So, I'd like to give you a little information on what's going on with the offense. We got Bo here, and I think Bo can probably touch on the defense here. So I think that's pretty cool synergy that we have. Talking up front, one of the best things that, speaking on the offensive line, we have is continuity. We brought in Michael Couture last year, and he's been a great asset for us. Local kid too, so that's pretty awesome that he grew up watching the BC Lions and is now back up with us. And smart guy, very agile. Then we have Sook, myself, and our two big tackles from Kent and Jarrell there too. And bringing in some new people every year. Pretty big draft for Canadian O linemen, so I'm assuming that we're going to bring in some good guys for the pipeline. So I think we work really well together. A lot of us are going into our 4th or 5th season together, so it's really nice when you already know what someone's going to do on the other side. Right guard, right tackle, center, we already know what they're going to call, so it's pretty nice that we're going into the same season with a lot of the same guys. Oftentimes you want to bring in new people, hot people, but for us up front, continuity is one of the biggest things that work well for us, and we're really happy that we're bringing in a lot of the same pieces that we can keep this ball rolling. We've been short the last couple of years here, but we're really hungry. We're all getting kind of older now, so we're going to do that extra little bit, especially speaking on the boys up front that we need to. Running back, our 6th old lineman, right? We got building on what we had with Smoke last year. I think he was a really good athlete that we brought in. But then we also brought in Stanback, and he's known around the league as a kind of put your head down and go downhill kind of guy. Pass protecting, I think he's also really strong. Watching film, I think he's always done a really good job, and I think that's just another little piece. I think we'll do some cool stuff with him and Smoke. Smoke being a really good pass catcher, I think he'll be able to get the ball going when we're 2nd and long kind of thing. Bring him in, and we'll see what he can do. But Stanback, I think that's going to really add a little bit that our offense might have been missing last year. I think he's going to be a really good asset that we can have. Receivers, probably the biggest turnover that we've had. Unfortunately, that's last year we had so many dogs, so many horses in the stable that it's hard to keep all the horses ready to go. So we lost. Right now, Lucky's still a free agent, so we'll see what happens with him. But we lost Rhymes to Ottawa, which is a good thing for him. His family's over there, so we're happy for him. It's always a love-hate when you lose one of your guys, but he's happy. He's good. So the human in me is happy for him, and he's going home with his fiance out there. So we're happy for him. But that being said, I think there's tons of people that are that are going to fill that spot. So we're not looking. I mean, as offensive linemen, we're not too worried. That I think there's going to be lots of horses that are going to be filling in those spots. And I think Hollins did a really good job of stepping up. And he was someone that we brought in that you didn't really have, you didn't really know much about him. And he's a character guy that I think will really. I think last year he took a big step, and I think he's going to continue to grow. And as he gets older and more experienced in the game, I think he's going to do better. Katoy, I'm happy we brought him back because he's someone that can do. As an offensive lineman, he's a tight end. He's a massive human that can block for us, but he can also, once he gets high stepping in there, I think there's not many people that can tackle him. So he's a good asset to have on our team, and I think also just a really good dude. But then the young guys too. There's a lot of young guys that we're signing right now, which is pretty exciting. When we get into camp, there's when we're watching film as an offensive lineman, you're watching those guys, and it's like any of these guys can make the team and add value to us. So we're really excited. Of course, Hatch is going to take a little bit, but he's been in the facility. I want to give you guys a little update. I don't know what he's comfortable with, but he's doing really well. Like watching him around, and he's in here grinding. He's the type of guy, for somebody that might not be familiar with him. He's kind of a guy that we appreciate because he's kind of bring your hard hat and lunch pail kind of guy to the facility every day, and he's a worker. He's a workhorse. So he's a good guy to have, and we're happy that we brought him back and that he's going to be doing the work in here, and we see him all the time showing face. So that's awesome. As a guy that's in here in the off season working out and seeing him work hard and stay positive, I think is awesome, and we'll be excited when he gets back because he adds a little bit of we'll say grunt and kind of get your nose dirty kind of attitude when it comes to receiver. And then lastly, quarterback. I think VA is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I can confidently say that. I think the last time I was talking to you was when Rourke was stepping into the starting role, and I stood up here saying, "Don't worry about Rourke, he'll be good." I think the same thing goes with VA. I think we all just kind of turned. When it was funny because in 21, I was a sixth man, and his first start was my first game starting at right guard that game, and I saw some of the athleticism he was doing, and it's pretty cool when you have a quarterback. As an offensive line, when you have a quarterback that's a runner and a thrower, it adds a completely different facet to the defense. You start seeing the defense change their game plan to be preventative to him just running out of the pocket and getting 15, 20 yards with his feet. So I think he got a little banged up last year throughout the season, that his legs were not as big of a threat, but he's doing a lot of stuff right now to make sure that that's going to be a threat throughout the whole season. But yeah, and fullback, I can't forget the fullbacks. We got Dave Mack, one of my best friends on the team. He's always going to be good. So yeah, that's the offense. I'll be around for questions too if you want to ask any questions about anything I might have said, or if you have anything that I didn't touch on. Once again, appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, and I think last thing I'll say is the Grey Cup's here, and there's nothing that will make me happier than bring the Grey Cup back here. And not the only thing I'm going to miss is when we do win it. Somewhere else, being on that plane back would have been fun, but I guess we'll just keep it downtown, and you can all share that moment with us for all the work you've been doing over the years. So appreciate it. Thank you.
There's that go.
Jenny. I don't know. I didn't have anything prepared.
Oh!
Before you say anything, I just want to say something. Andrew, can you let all the players know how good it is to come to our luncheons?
Yeah.
And how great it is?
Yeah, no.
We should tell them all, because we like to see some of the players at our luncheons. Sometimes we've had a luncheon and not too many have showed up, and then after they've come, they said, "Oh, we should come last year too." We all have a lot of fun. But Andrew, you've always been there, so let them all know.
Cory was one of our first to ever go to a
That's
luncheon.
right. That's kind of
Way back.
How many? Boom!
Well, guys.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. Well, thank you guys. It's kind of fitting to be here. You know, the name the Linebackers Fan Club. I play linebacker, so it's kind of like it's been too long. I should have been here a long time ago, but
That's okay,
I just
better
want-
late than never.
Better late than never. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for having me. You know, this is really awesome. The support we get from you guys, like during practice when you guys come, bring fruits and cookies, and it's just so like it's so good.
Jambalaya!
All of it, we love it. So thank you so much. You know, I'm very, very, very lucky to be, still playing football at this level for this beautiful club. You know, I was drafted by the Lions in 2014, and I bounced around a little bit in the NFL, pursuing that next level, and then going to Montreal and things. But this has always been home. BC is home for me. Being born in the Congo and moving here is like this is my a dream come true for me, living here and playing for my hometown team. So just very it's been a great journey. It's been an awesome journey. So and with your guys' support, we're super blessed, man. Guys who come here always say positive things, how beautiful Vancouver is, the support that we have, and it's always seeing familiar faces like Steve and Jenny. And I remember when I got one of my MVPs for one of my games, you were right there, and it kind of caught me off guard. We shared a little moment together. So that was special.
I had to sign the fans' ball.
Yeah.
And he's signing it, and he looks down and he's like,
Like,
"Oh, I know you."
Yeah, that was really cool. But, yeah, moments like that is I'm never gonna forget it. So speaking of defense, I'll try to break it down like how Andrew did. Okay, we'll try to see what's going on. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you guys are following things online, and even before free agency, there was a lot of movements, right? A lot of transactions happening. But I would say for us, I'll start off with the D-line first. Okay, so we lost one of our guys, one of the most productive guys in Matthew Betts into the NFL because he had such a tremendous season. I mean, well deserved. I think it's going to be great if he ends up sticking. You know how it is in the NFL. Sometimes it's not always your fault. You might be better than someone, but the whole politics behind it, sometimes it doesn't work out. But I feel like with Matthew Betts, the way he is, his personality, his motor, how he comes to work every day, I feel like he will stick, and that will be great for him and his family. We have guys like Sione, who's going to be
He'll take his place.
He'll have a fantastic year. I know we lost Cherry last year to an ACL. He's coming back. Then we have a guy like Tebow for the interior. And then I heard, and I'm not super familiar with this, but I know Stowe. We signed Fridge. Steve Fridge. His nickname's Fridge or Stowe. Is it Fridge or Stowe?
It's Stove, but it's Steven Richardson.
Yeah, Steven Richardson. Yeah. So he's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back. So he's a guy who's gonna.
He's a Stowe.
He's a Stowe and a Fridge. He's just this massive. Could have used him last year. Big boy. He's gonna love lunch. When you guys. So we're going to have him back, and then we also picked up Pete Robertson from Saskatchewan. He's going to be a great player. He is a great player, but he's going to add a lot of production, and he's going to be able to fill in that spot as well. And at the linebacker position, we have myself. Ben Hladek had a great season last year. Yeah. He's somebody who's going to just continue to grow, continue to make those plays. And then Josh Woods too, towards the end of the year last year, he was playing fantastic in the playoffs and everything. And then we got younger guys like Varga, So we have a solid, nice interior guys there that are gonna do a great job going into this season. And going to the DBs. You know, we lost one of our leaders last year in the playoff, just like how Hatch went down, TJ went down as well, and that was devastating. You know, I had to do a press conference interview at the end, a post game, and they were asking me like, you know, what went wrong, like how did you feel after that game? And we lost those guys so early in the game that if those guys didn't get hurt, it would have been a different, you know, it would have been a different outcome. Yeah. So losing TJ, losing Hatch early in that game was devastating. And you know, TJ, he's looking really good. He's been called him the other day. He said that he's walking now. His rehab is going really, really well. So I feel like we're gonna get him around maybe early October. I'm not quite sure, but hoping to get him back sooner than later. But then we got guys like Gary Peters. I know Sionte Evans is somebody who I play with with the Alouettes, and he's going to take over that spot. I think he's going to be tremendous. He's going to be a great player for us, a veteran guy. And then we got like guys like AG. We have Manny, Marcus. You know, those guys are elite DBs. So our defense is looking good. Obviously, there's going to be some more pieces that are going to be added to it, and we're going to continue to grow. You know, I felt like last year we started off really hot. You know, we shut some teams down, and we were playing great as a defense, and we kind of lost that towards, you know, somewhere around halfway through the season. But you know, RP, he always has a great plan, and I feel like he's going to continue to get different strategies, and he's going to be, and he's a young coach too, so he's going to have some things for us that are going to be just amazing. So with that, I mean, that's the defense, that's the whole picture. I feel like we look good this year. Like Andrew mentioned, continuity, that's a big thing, man. You hear that word a lot, but it's good to keep those core guys together and to not have too many turnovers. You know, that's what builds a successful and elite championship team, and we look to be a championship this year.
Great cut.
Great cut. Thank you so much, guys. You know, this is really awesome, and I'm here, man. I'm from BC too. Mr. Philpot, your sons are amazing. I watch them; they're incredible. So,
well, you remember when they were little?
Yeah. I got two of my own, so I hope one day that they get to that level too. So we might have to talk, you know. Thank you guys again, man. This is awesome, and I'm gonna take a cookie.
Thank you.